what has been and is happening in Hungary in terms of the racial hatred and vilification of Roma and Gypsy communities and what that means for people working in that space. And Lydia Fairhall, who hasn't been a delegate at the gathering, but is the creative producer of the Indigenous Cultural Program at Footscray Community Arts Centre. And we were, I guess, gifted with all of these different perspectives about the artist as activist and our role as a network and as artists and as practitioners in social, political and cultural change. A few little snippets from that panel. Anna said, "Democracy is an acquired taste and you have to learn how to use it." Yudi, "If there is no clear status quo, is it possible to be radical?" Sokni, "Really activism comes in many different forms." And Sokni talked about arts activism is also about social issues. It's also about answering the basic questions such as, can women with disabilities have babies? Yes, they can. Lydia, "Why would we seek freedom and redemption from the very structures that we have been colonised by? Sometimes I feel like it is fishing for the moon in the sea." And some of the comments from the artists and audience members who joined us. Sometimes the best thing an artist as activist can do is to step aside. "I'm never going to complain again. We talk about risk in our work, but we are not working in the context where we might be killed, imprisoned, or persecuted. Thanks for the perspective." Artists as activists are thinking and working as much outside the sector, the project, the workshops, because if we don't influence the mainstream communities and the very people we work with, walk out of a safe and exciting place into a world that is full of contrast. And we all need to be clear about the sphere of influence we have and how we activate the various aspects of these spheres in any number of contexts for social change, access and equity. So, whether we are walking towards the moon being green cheese or fishing for the moon in the sea, as Yudi from Garasi also said, we must use these questions as the basis for our next journey. With many mentions of love, friendship, reciprocity, connection, power, the political, engagement, mindfulness, magic, the future, our future, new futures, and ways we do things differently. Let's be honest, we can always rely on the arts for late nights, early meetings, and excellent fashion. But I just want to say thank you for a fabulous meeting.
Bravo. Thanks, Mel. Thanks very much, Jade. I recall that one of the most